was fortunate enough to find a freight forwarder that ships from China to Africa for the B2B business. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you an interview with this freight forwarder and how they can help you for your business if you want to ship bulk goods to Africa. Now, a disclaimer, this person can read and write good English, but his speaking is okay. So what I did is I just dubbed over his voice in English so that everything can be understood clearly. So let's get into the interview. So here I am in the Winline company who specializes in shipping for sea and air from China to Africa, from the north, south, east, and west of Africa. Right here, I have Tony, who is a sales manager for this company that's going to be doing this interview for you. In this interview, I'm going to be speaking in English and he's going to respond in Chinese. His reading and writing in English is more than enough to communicate with you. So give us a little bit introduction of your company, what you do, and what kind of markets you specialize for shipping.
Our company's main business is sea and air transportation from China to Africa, including the south, east, north, and west of Africa.
Okay, so for those that are watching that may be just starting or they've already been in this B2B business already and want to ship large items, not small items, but less than a container load or full container loads, how would you recommend they start doing that with your company?
For our African trading friends who have just started in the African market, my suggestion is to first understand the most suitable products for the African market. And secondly, start with the production to penetrate into the African market, one country at a time.
Okay, as a lot of you may know, electric bikes, laptops, and cell phones can be very profitable business, especially in Africa. So how would you recommend they go through the process from start to finish to ship these items from China to Africa?
For products such as batteries, which are dangerous goods, an MSDS form and cargo transportation terms appraisal must be provided before shipment. You can first send them to the shipping company or work with a supplier to send them for review, and then the products can only be loaded if accepted.
So after you select the product, make sure you get the details from the factory on exactly what kind of materials, specifically for hazardous materials, are inside and what certifications there are. Then you forward this to their company and they can evaluate if they can ship it to Africa. Once they ship it to Africa, then you're good to go from there. So from your experience doing the shipping business from China to Africa, what are the most profitable ways to do this business?
There are generally two ways to travel from China to Africa: sea freight and air freight. Sea shipping has a price advantage, but the time is slow. Air freight is fast, but the price is relatively high. If you are deciding on which method to choose, it should be based on the value of the goods. High-value products are recommended to be transported by air, and low-value goods are recommended to be transported by sea. Shipping to Africa, for example, to Nigeria, it takes about 35 days by sea and 7 days by air. There are different price points based on your product category that range from 50 to 100, 300, 500, and 100 kilograms or more.
Can you explain some of the biggest mistakes some people make when they're trying out this business for the first time, especially when it comes to shipping?
In view of the current high freight rates and the lack of containers, it is recommended to send as few bulky goods as possible. Put the small goods in a container that can be shared with other products or users instead of renting a whole container yourself.
Now with this pandemic, a lot of people can't come to China to do the business with you, or better yet, to make payments. Now, because of this situation, business ain't stopping. They got to continue doing their business. And a big friction point they reach is that they can't pay their suppliers or the freight forwarders because they don't have a verified Alipay or WeChat with a Chinese bank account. So do you have any solutions to overcome this payment restriction when it comes to your business?
Due to the current pandemic, many African friends cannot come to China for purchases. I have two suggestions. The first is to pay our African agent, and the second is to entrust your Chinese payment to our company or bank account in Hong Kong. So you would pay from your bank account in your country to our account in Hong Kong.
So as you can see with this time, they usually use partners or friends in China to help them with the payments, Or you can pay directly to their Hong Kong bank account in dollars and they can do the payments there. In future videos, we're actually going to share you some African agents that you can actually use to help you do these payments in the event you need to pay the shipping company to ship your goods from China. So you found your product and you found the shipping company. But how do you want to check and inspect the items to make sure they're all there and they're all working and you're not being scammed? How would you recommend they do this, and does your company offer these services?
There are two ways to help our African friends inspect the goods. First, we can inspect the goods at the factory, including taking photos, counting, and checking whether the goods are damaged. The second is that the products can be shipped to our warehouse we will then provide these services. We charge a daily agency fee of $150 a day if we decide to inspect on-site at the factory, and we can usually do this for free if we inspect the goods at our shipping warehouse.
Can you share some of the biggest nightmares you've had when it comes to shipping that you want the audience to avoid at all costs?
At present, the biggest problem is slow delivery times. Due to the impact of the pandemic, it takes about 50 to 60 days for sea freight to arrive. It is recommended that customers choose the best service freight forwarding company so that the space and time can be guaranteed.
If you can leave the audience with one piece of advice for their bulk shipping business, what would that be?
My advice to my African friends, because there are so many freight forwarding companies from China to Africa, you must choose a very professional freight forwarding company with qualified service and good service. They will save you a lot of unnecessary trouble in the future. There is an old Chinese saying that you get what you pay for.
So you pretty much get what you pay for. The more you pay, the more safe your products are, and you can be safe and at ease when they ship the goods to your country. So if anyone from the audience wants to get in contact with you to potentially start their business, especially when they have bulk items from China to Africa, what's the best way to contact you?
If anyone wants to ship to Africa, you can please add my WeChat or email us. Thank you.
I hope you found value from this video, and if you did, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more weekly content about helping you source from China for your... And there are a lot more videos like this coming up, like finding suitable agents and even small package freight forwarders that you can use. Let's make sourcing easy.